What's going on, champions? It is a new day. It is time for us to stack sats and find a way to get better. Welcome back to Sats and Success. Before we get into today's content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so we can build our community and get this content out to the world. All right, today's Monday, and I like to call Mondays Motivational Monday. It's something that I actually use with my team where I pick a motivational quote and I provide some motivational context behind that quote, something to use to jumpstart our week, something we may need to use to refer back to if we're having a rough week. And I want to share that content with you. Today on Motivational Monday, I'm going to share with you 5 habits that lead to big results. 5 habits that lead to big results. And it's something that I use daily. I'm very intentional about using this daily. And I'm going to give it to you right now. And you will hear me often refer to 4 pillars of health on this channel. This won't be the first time, and it won't be the last time. Actually, it will be the first time, excuse me, but it won't be the last time that you hear me refer to these 4 pillars. The 4 pillars of health that I'm referring to are your spiritual health, your physical health, your mental health, and your financial health. All right? And what I find in today's world is there's a lot of people that are out of balance within their life. And one of the reasons that they're out of balance is because they focus on too much of one thing in their life. They're not aware of the 4 pillars of health, but they focus on one of those pillars unknowingly. You have people that spend all day and night in the gym working out, getting big and strong, but they don't spend any time with God. They don't spend any time, budgeting their finances and things of that nature, reading a book, working on their mental health. I can go to the person who spends all their time focusing on making money, running up a bag, and they don't spend time with God. They don't work out. They don't read. They don't meditate. They don't do things to work on the other pillars of their health. So it's almost like a roof that has 4 pillars, right? And some of those pillars are missing. Well, eventually that roof is going to start sagging and leaning to one direction. And that's how a lot of people live their life, and they don't even realize that. They don't even realize when they wake up and they're frustrated or they're cranky. They don't even understand why. And this is one of the reasons why. So every morning, I am very intentional about focusing on all 4 pillars: my spiritual health, my physical health, my mental health, and my financial health. Very intentional about making sure that I find a way to get better in those areas every single day. So here's how my day starts off. I wake up with a moment of gratitude. I wake up and I give thanks to God for watching over me and allowing me to see another day. Because let's be honest, every day we wake up, there's one of our brothers, one of our sisters who don't get a chance to wake up. Every day that we wake up, there is somebody in the world that does not wake up. And if we have an opportunity, we are blessed and fortunate to wake up, that means there's work for us to do. That means there's something for us to accomplish. So I'm grateful for having an opportunity. So I don't take that for granted. I'm grateful every morning I get an opportunity to wake up and see another day. So I give thanks every morning that I do wake up. When you practice gratitude, you're going to get more things to be thankful for. Trust and believe that. Let me say that again. When you practice and learn to practice gratitude, you're going to get more things to be grateful for. So I practice gratitude the very first thing I do when I wake up. Right after that, I take a moment and run through a quick devotional, spend some time with God, read some scripture, and I pray. Okay, so I'm working on my spiritual health. I'm putting a deposit into my spiritual health bank. Right after that, I get to the gym. Wife and I, we go to the gym. and we work out and we work on our physical health. Health is wealth. It does not matter how much money you have in the world if you got to give it all to a doctor because you're on medication and things of that nature. So you have to make sure that you take time and make a deposit into your physical health bank. Go walk, go to a gym, go do something to move for 30 minutes every day or 4 times a week or at least 3 times a week. Whatever you can do, whatever you can fit in your schedule throughout the week, okay, to work on your physical health, that is what you need to do. That's what I do 4 to 5 times a week. Actually, I just got back from walking a little dog in the park. It was such a beautiful day. Okay. Now, one of the things that I typically do while I'm working on my physical health, have my headphones. You'll see me in the gym. I have my headphones on. I'm not listening to music. I am actually working on my mental health. I am working on my mind and getting my mind better. So I listen to a lot of motivational stuff and I listen to a lot of Bitcoin and crypto content so I can understand what's going on in the space, continue to learn about blockchain technology and the revolution that is here, the future that is here right now. So that's all I listen to. If you ever see me in the gym, that's what I'm doing. I'm not listening to music. Heck, for the most part, when I'm in my car, except for the weekends, I don't even listen to the radio. I don't even listen to music. I am constantly learning. My car is a mobile university. So I'm always working on my mental health, always. Now, I do need to get better at meditating because prayer is talking to God and meditating is hearing from God. I do need to get better at that. And I got to get back to reading more books. That was something that in 2024 I, I got to be transparent. I felt completely off the mat and I did not read one single book. Shame on me, horrible by me, but I'm rectifying that here in 2025 so I can make a deposit into my mental health bank. Okay. After that, I come home and I work on my financial health. So I check all my accounts. I always check all my accounts and make sure everything is copacetic and on par. I look at the markets and I find an opportunity to buy more Bitcoin or add to my portfolio. So I have a crypto portfolio. It's not just Bitcoin, but I look for dip opportunities to buy. Now, sometimes uh, forgive me, Lord, but sometimes when I get up after thanking Him for getting up, I kind of look at the crypto markets because the crypto market never sleeps. It's 24 hours, unlike the stock market that opens at 9:30 and closes at 4. 24 hours. So a lot of times I find the best time to stack sats are early in the morning. As soon as I get up, you see these huge dips, and it's a great time to stack sats. But that's how I go about my day every day. I am very intentional about working on depositing into those 4 pillars of my life: my spiritual health, my physical health, my mental health, and my financial health. Champions, that's what I need for you to do. I need for you to wake up and get very intentional, get serious about making sure that you deposit into those 4 pillars of your life. And the last thing that I do at the end of the evening is I kind of plan out my day for the next day. Okay. One of the things that highly successful people do, they are always good at planning their days out. All right. Now, you may be saying, well, heck, I only do like 3 things every day. Okay. It's about the habit of doing things that successful people do. Remember in the last video, I told you that you're going to have to, in order for you to change, in order for things to get better in your life, you're going to have to get comfortable being a little uncomfortable. And I know there's a lot of you who do not plan out your days, and this is going to stretch you. All right. This is going to call for you to stretch your comfort zone and do some things that you haven't done so you can get some things that you have never had. All right. So take a few minutes, just plan out your day. What this does is it allows you to focus on being more productive. And you'll see this as time goes on, and making sure that you do the things that you must do and not things that you can do or should do. Do the things that you must do. We are so busy in today's society with getting distracted. There's so many things grabbing at our attention, and one of the things that I have found by planning out my day, it helps me to not be distracted and take care of the things that I absolutely have to take care of on any given day. All right. So those are the five habits that will lead to big results. Find a way to work on your spiritual health every day. Find a way to work on your physical health. Find a way to work on your mental health. Find a way to work on your financial health. And make sure that you take the time to plan out each and every day. It's one of the habits that highly successful people work on, or actually do, excuse me. And these are the things that I have done that has helped me become tremendously successful. So I want to see you guys at the top, and these are some of the things that you're going to have to do to get there. All right. Thank you all for tuning in. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this message with your friends and family. It's time for us to stack sats, get better, and make sure that we have a community of people that's willing to build and grow with us. Be blessed. I'll see you all next time.